Welcome back to PokerNews.com. I'm here with Richard Seymour. And Richard, the wounds may be very fresh. You're at the national championship game yesterday, college football, Georgia against Alabama. It looked like they had it in overtime with that field goal. You were there. Tell me about what you saw and what you felt.
It was a great experience. My alma mater in the national championship. You know, me and my wife, we're givers to the university, and you know, so it's always good to see your team in the national championship. But you know, you got to give your hats off to Bama. I think they're always big, tough, physical, strong. They play the game the right way, and you know, well coached. So, but we had it in the bag almost. That's what's so demoralizing at this point. And I'm here in the Bahamas right now, so that's a little consolation.
Oh, yeah, it's not so bad. But, I mean, especially in overtime, you get the field goal, and then the second play of the Alabama drive, the QB gets sacked. What are you thinking at that moment? Like, it's over?
Well, I'm thinking at that point they're almost out of field goal range. And the really only thing that they can do is maybe throw a 10-yard pass to try to get back in manageable situation. But, you know, obviously they went over the top, which I think is a really good play call at that point, because nobody was really expecting a bomb for a touchdown. And, you know, so like I said, I think you have to give credit to Alabama, but it definitely hurts.
My heart was breaking for all those kids because, you know, they're 18, 19, 20-year-old college kids. Were you able to talk to anyone after the game and sort of console any of them?
Yeah, no, I mean, I talked to a lot of the kids after the game. And, you know, I think, you know, the main message, I mean, you live long enough, it's always going to be ups and downs. But it's really how you manage it, how you view the situations that you're in life. And at the end of the day, it's still a game. So I think that's really how you have to look at it. I mean, it's a game. It's not life and death. It's not your parents. It's a game that we love, we're passionate about. But, you know, it's still a football game.
Well, it's certainly a good attitude for you to take into poker because it's sort of the same thing, right?
I say that, but it's not so easy.
Do you think you get more upset when you lose in poker than you did when you lost in football?
It just depends on the situation. Maybe, I mean, some stuff is unavoidable. But if you make a mistake and it's your fault, that's when it's the pain, the needling definitely happens. But, you know, some situations, aces to kings or queens to kings, I mean, it's just part of the game.
What's so funny, in poker, you can't blame anyone else. You can't blame a coach. You can't blame a teammate. It's all you.
Right. Yeah, well, I can blame a guy for making a bad call. So,
that's a good point.
Yeah, no, but it's like I said, I enjoy the game. It's a fun hobby. It's competitive, and well, my wife always looks forward to coming down at the beginning of the year. So PCA is always a fun time for us.
Does she know how to play?
She plays in some of the home games, but I will say this: in Jacksonville, it was a tournament, and she final tabled it. So
dang,
yeah,
okay.
Nah, she did, and I haven't final tabled, so she's better than me.
Did you final table a WPT?
No, I came close. I came close last year, in the teens, but you know, but it was a good one though.
All right, as a huge diehard Raiders fan, I have to ask, Raiders in the news, Jon Gruden got signed back, you know, old school. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about this huge deal he got for someone who hasn't been coaching in a long time?
That's a lot of money.
100 mil.
Yeah, definitely hope he can deliver. But I think he's a great play caller, great offensive mind. I think he is going to exude the confidence, you know, in terms of the Raiders moving over to Vegas. So I just think it's, you know, a match made. But at the end of the day, it's a production business. You got to win, you know. So, and obviously he hadn't coached in a while, but I'm sure he'll put forward, you know, his best effort.
He has a lot of good players on his side.
No, we really do. We really do. I think, you know, it's a young team, talented team. Khalil Mack, you know, it's just a bunch of young, talented guys. But, you know, what is talent at the end of the day? We need guys that's going to get it done.
Yeah, thank you, please. I need to get it done. And what do you think about Vegas being a NFL hometown now? Do you think it's going to get some guys into trouble? Like, you know, when people come into Vegas, they don't want to work.
Yeah, well, I think at the end of the day, you have to understand as a professional, you have a job to do. And, you know, it isn't to go out and party and have fun. I remember all the time, you know, in Super Bowls, we were like, we don't want to party during the week. You know, we want to party after the game. and I think that has to be the mindset. So I think it needs to be some veterans on the team to get through to some of the young guys. So for a rookie coming in, I can understand the temptation, but I think with a good coaching staff, a good veteran locker room, you have to understand it's about business.
Well, I mean, Belichick would have castrated you had you gone out and gotten too drunk, so you got that too.
For sure.
All right. Well, hopefully you get some luck, skill, and opportunity in this tournament here in the Bahamas.
Well, I'm on fumes right now, so I just got to make it into day two because after the game last night, we didn't get much sleep. We got up early. We flew down. So I'm just trying to bag and tag and make day two.
All right. Well, we'll be following you, of course, on PokerNews.com, and good luck. Hopefully you can win this week, because since you had such a bad loss yesterday.
That's why I say it'll be a great consolation.
Amazing. Yeah. All right.
It would, for sure. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Stay tuned to PokerNews.com.